Megan Gilroy joins us now for another health and wellness segment. Welcome, Megan.
Thanks, John. It's the fall, and many of us are starting to get the sniffles. I know my kids and my husband's employees are experiencing that. And so many people now are interested in seeking alternative medicine. Right here in town, we have Margi Flint, a practicing herbalist with Earth Song Herbals, and she has written a book, The Practicing Herbalist, that has all sorts of tips and tools for those of us who want to look into herbal medicine. Let's take a look. Thank you for joining me today, and that is quite a book. I think it weighs several pounds.
It's good weight-bearing exercise.
Yeah, it can be exercise. So tell me, why did you write this book?
I wrote this book originally for a lecture series I was doing on how to open a practice. So my friend at the time said, well, why don't you speak into a tape recorder and just talk about your practice? And then I had that transcribed, and it turned into a book. So started with 42 pages and ended up with 400.
Wow. So how long did it take you to develop all that?
It was equivalent to, a birth. So 9 years instead of 9 months.
Yeah, it's really like a life's work.
Yeah, and it's coming into its 3rd edition now.
Wow.
So it is used in med schools and herb schools and naturopathic colleges and, educational schools around the country.
Yeah, so
and Europe also.
Is it something that someone at home would be able to pick up and use, or is it?
Sure. I mean, I'm amazed that people who are not herbalists want this book, but a lot of books have sold to non-herbal interested people. And, it has sections on how I got into herbal practice, and then how to do intakes with people, why you ask the questions you ask, and the little vignettes of stories of my personal practice and, sharing information. And then the latter section is on diagnostics, and it shows what you want to look for on the person's face to see what those lines and colors and markings mean, with a little quick site section. So if you think they have a heart issue, you could say, oh, well, how many of these markers do they have? And then after they have 3, it's bingo. Because oftentimes people's medical issues really don't show up on medical tests until a condition has become very serious. So it's a way to be ahead of the game a little bit and to pay more attention. It's a little bit of a curse, though, because then you go to the movies and you look at Brad Pitt and oh, he had ulcers as a child.
So in the book, there's also these amazing illustrations.
Yes, it's my past life as an artist. My herbal career was actually supported by my art career.
Yeah, those are gorgeous.
So I have, the etchings are all around the office too, and the house. But my etchings were quite famous. I kind of walked out of my art career at the peak of my fame, and it was easy to do because I love my herbal practice, and the energy of the art is the same energy as the herbal practice. So working on the human body is just as exciting and thrilling to me as making beautiful artwork, except I'm working with the human instead of
moving piece of art.
A piece of metal and paper.
Wow, well, you are very talented.
Well, thank you. We all are.
Well, thank you for having me. And if you are interested in learning more about Margi and her practice and her book, The Practicing Herbalist, you can visit her website. And until next time, I hope that you are healthy, happy, and well.